After 3 failed attempts, I can finally say that my book on Lost, Open Up Before I Self-Destruct, is officially finished. It's complete. It's ready to go out into the world. I mean, look at that spine. And then observe these. I finally did it! Ah! Today I read the first book in the Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events series, and it was so good. So good. It reminded me of the movie, and I finished it very early, but a lot quicker than I thought. So I'm going to read this and finish the second one tomorrow, which will be very exciting. And I can finally put this book with my other attempts and let you guys know that I'm officially going to release it now because I'm happy with how it looks. I was playing around with a hardcover copy, but I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I got these 2 things. So we have some rose water. I'm guessing that's what, yeah. Organic rose water in this spray. This is so beautiful. And then I've got this shampoo bar, orange and ginger or essential oils. And I'm just thinking I should try something different. I'm not sure if this is completely healthy. It probably isn't because all these ingredients there, I have no idea. But apparently using a soap, like a bar shampoo, is better for your hair than, well, would be better for locks than the one in the bottle, just because it doesn't strip your hair of moisture and oils and stuff. But I'm not sure if that's 100% correct. I'm just gonna give it a whirl. Obviously I would like to use something from Free the Roots, but the shipping prices was just insane, as well as the tax on top. And I just thought, let me try something for now and see if I like it first before I invest that kind of money into those products. And then this as well, I want to see if I like it first, because they also sell some oils, and I am tempted to use the oil once mine is completely finished, but I need to see if I'm gonna like this first. Tips for use inside. I decided to get the 200 milliliter one just because I knew I was going to use it often, but this is it. It's stunning and I'm going to use it now. Big spender, ba 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 ba. I've got like some sort of hay fever or something. Hay fever. You can use it on your face as well. External use only. Well, I wasn't planning on drinking it. Nice. Freshen your skin. Nice. Blah blah blah. Preferably in the evening before bedtime. Oh, I'm gonna use it now though. Oh, it smells amazing. I love the smell of rose. Oh, oh, oh. I feel revived. I will do it once again before bed and like really get into the scalp and, but wonderful. These days I'm trying to be a bit more present when I'm eating, so I don't want to be watching anything anymore. Sometimes I'll just put on like a short video on YouTube and I will watch that while I'm eating, but now I really want to just try and eat without having to watch something. And I really feel like it changes the way you eat as well, like the pacing of how you eat. And sometimes I will, like once I finish eating, I will allow myself to watch something else. I'm like, oh, the hour's not over yet or something like that. And then you just end up, I end up not being as productive as I would like to be. So I am going to listen to my favorite album. This, well, one of my favorite classical albums. This is Bach, Brandenburg Concertos 1, 2, and 3. It's my absolute favorite. And I love the cover of this. I had it, I think it was one of the first vinyls I'd ever bought, and it's just I love it. We'll see how long it takes for the first movement to finish. But I'm going to listen to it all because I absolutely love it. And I love classical music. So I decided to make my own 75 hard calendars, and I just rejigged the tasks for each day to stuff that I actually genuinely want to do and can do, and just try to make it look all cute and stuff. So I'm going to print these out and write down each day until I get to 75, just because I didn't want to waste any time doing it on the computer. But I also didn't want to have to write out these things every single day, so I just decided to make my own. And then I can just put the date and colour in what day of the week it is, and then also colour in each heart as I complete each task, which is very motivating. And then I'll probably draw like a little heart around each glass of water that I drink, but who knows how I'm going to do that bit yet. But I think I'm going to print it off in colour. And what I wanted to do was be able to stick them inside my journal as each day is completed, just as a little extra motivation that I completed it, and have that documented in my journal. I don't know which journal it's going to go in yet, whether the gratitude journal or a daily journal, I'm not sure, but I do still plan to do my daily planning and stuff, but that's just like my non-negotiables. That will happen every single day, and then I have little bits. Obviously every day has its own little thing. I need 12. Let's print 13, I think.
With litter. This is my favorite litter to use for my cat. It's called Pretty Litter.
Hello. It has been 10,000 years, but I am finally painting. I just went out for a walk, and it's part of one of the things that I've learned doing the Artist Way and Write for Life, that a nice brisk walk or just a walk outside a few times a week or every day will help kickstart creativity. And as I came back in, I was really enjoying the walk and I didn't want it to end, but obviously at some point you have to come back. And I came back in and I just thought, what am I gonna do? And I saw this canvas that I had set up on here to motivate me anytime I see it, well, remind me that I need to do something with it every time I see it. And I just thought, yep, and now's the time to paint something. So at least I did a little bit of something today. I feel really happy about that. But I do need to get back into my painting grind. I'm just not at that place where I want to be painting all day every day at the moment, but we're getting there slowly. And I need to do some more writing today. I am finally nearing the end of my first draft of my book, and I feel like I've been taking ages to do it just because I am anxious about what the process is going to be like after I finished it. However, I can't think like that, and I can't let that stop me from progressing forward. So I feel like this is a good time now to just sit and do some more writing, now that I'm waiting for this bit to dry so I can move on to the next bit. And we'll see, but I'm slowly getting back into my creative flow, which is really, really nice. But I've just been looking after myself, like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and now I've got those into a good place where I feel like it's okay for me to now start adding creativity back into that flow. And it's feeling good, I'm feeling good. So, yeah, she'll do some writing. I'm currently uploading a new vlog, and I feel like that's what's helped motivate me to get back into filming. But once again, I've chosen the wrong time because the light is all funny now. I have so much rainbow film on my window and a disco ball, so it really distorts things. I'll show you. Ta-da! Pretty! That's the film. I haven't even moved the ball, but you can just imagine what it would be like if I moved it more to the middle of the window. You would not be able to see anything properly in the camera. I had to get a new hoop, guys. I had to get a new hoop. And I got it in exactly the same colour that I had the previous one. So I'm so happy. I can finally get into my flow once again. Oh, what a beautiful sight. I think it's smaller than the last one I had. How did they fold it like that? I've decided I'm going to make my own incense holder. So I have this jar that my twin gave me, and I finished the candle inside it, but I wanted to have something to house my incense instead of having to buy an incense holder. I thought I could do a DIY. So I've just got some tissue paper, and I have some Celtic sea salt, but it's not enough. So I'm going to rip this up and then top it with the sea salt and see what happens. Sea salt. I'll sweep after. Yay! Okay, so I had the best idea. I've decided to upgrade it. So I had these wax pellet things that I use for wax stamps, but I haven't used them in ages and I can't see myself using them. So I just poured out all the salt, took out all the tissue paper, and I filled it with as much of these as possible. And then I just pour the salt back on top. And then I put a few on top because I like the black of it. And then I have this little crystal, just for decoration. Then I can put my incense and it's perfect. How cute! We get close to no one. Hold on to no one. So according to my list, the first thing I like to do is do some indoor movement, and so far every day, almost every day, I have been using my hula hoop. This is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world, and I bought a new one. The one I had before was huge and this one is a lot smaller, which I didn't really take into account before I bought it, but it's fine. I feel like I've upgraded my skills of hula hooping without dropping the hoop. It's easier to do it with a bigger hoop. The bigger one I had before, the tape started to come off and it became really flimsy and warped, so I was in desperate need of an upgrade. And I'm very happy with it. I like to hula hoop when I'm standing on my grounding mat, just because I just feel like it brings in better vibes. And I like to put on my favorite music and just flow, and oh, it's such a good feeling. And I have the window open so the fresh cool air comes in, and at the moment I'm lighting an incense and I have my oil diffuser on, so I just feel like I'm in my own kind of happy world right now, and it's incredible. Then we have an outdoor walk. I have not been amazing at doing that. If you can hear the wind, I'm sorry, my window is open. I always keep my window open when I'm lighting an incense because my parents don't like the smell, but I absolutely love it, so I'm trying to be considerate to the fact that the scent will leave my room and go around the house. But yeah, I like the fresh air anyway, so I do apologize about the sound. And I'm not strict with my outdoor walks, but even if it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever it is, as long as I go out the house and I actually walk somewhere for a considerable amount of time, like more than like a minute, then I consider that checked off. Then I want to read a Bible chapter, and I am currently going through Psalms, and I try to read 1 to 2 verses a day because when I calculated it, I could finish the whole of Psalm by the time 75 Hard is over if I read 2 verses a day, and so that's why I am doing that. Then I want to drink some water, so this is the cup that I have decided that I'm going to be happy drinking water out of. It's a cute holographic thing. I love holographic. So one of these is a little heart on my water cups. Then no snacks or sugar, so that just means anything like chocolate, sweets, I'm not having. The only snack thing that I can have is like maybe a little handful of nuts or just something healthy. So the only things that I've been having really are like either a handful of nuts, or I'll have a slice of toast with Marmite, like seeded toast, and or 4 to 5 cream crackers with Marmite on it, because I absolutely love Marmite, and having Marmite on cream crackers is the best feeling. It's so yummy, but I am trying to not have that so much just because I don't want to get into the habit of feeling like I need to eat something. I'll try to drink water if I feel like I want to have something. Then no cheat meals. That just basically means no junk food for me, especially. And it's not like I have junk food, like I don't buy junk food, but I just put that on there just because that was part of the 75 hard tasks to like not have junk food. So I just thought, oh, I mean like no cheat meals, so I just thought, oh, I'll just put no cheat meals on mine as well. So if something is like extremely unhealthy and I feel like that's not going to be beneficial to me, then I won't have it, and I'll consider that like a cheat meal. Then write 2 pages of my draft. So I am actually writing my first ever novel. I'm writing the first draft and I'm handwriting it all, so I'll probably make a video talking about that a little bit more. I used to make shorts videos about it, like daily writing, but I've since privated all of my short videos just because I don't want to contribute to the low attention span, especially for myself. I've stopped myself from watching shorts as well, just because I want to join the attention resistance, so it doesn't make sense for me to try to do that for myself and then still create content that I am trying to actively not watch for other people. So I am trying to practice what I'm preaching to myself on my own channel and on my own content that I'm creating, and I'm preferring it actually. So I'm on the second book now, the second like notebook of my draft. So I try to write 2 full pages of this a day, and currently I am writing chapter 36 now. So we are nearly at the end of this journey, which has been a long one. It's been 51 days of me writing so far, so it's been a little bit of a while, but it's just the first draft. So I really want to finish that, and I know I will finish that before 75 Hard is completed, which makes me super happy. And then I'm going to just leave it for a little bit of time and just focus on some other projects to have like a clearer mind when I come back to it and when I read it all, and start draft 2, which I think I'm going to type up draft 2. Then we have a gratitude journal entry. So I have 2. This is my gratitude journal, and I just decorated it with thank God, because how I do mine. So it says at the top 3 things you're grateful for, and then in this moment I am. So usually I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for at the end of the day, and then I'll write down how I'm feeling at the moment or whatever is in my mind, and then I'll write a prayer of thanks to God for everything that I'm thankful for. So this kind of doubles up as a prayer journal as well. And then I also write down in my happiness journal. This is 365 days of happiness, and well, so it just has all the days in there, and you write down everything that made you smile that day, and I just write down the date on the bottom corner. And I will write in this once I have written my gratitude journal entry. Then I take my vitamins, and I usually have that when I'm having my meal. And then no devices 1 hour before bed, so I will choose to read instead of being on my laptop or my phone. Usually I'm not even on my phone, to be honest. So I won't check any messages after a certain amount of time. Not that I check messages anyway. I'm barely on my phone, guys. I've turned off the notifications on the majority of things, so if I'm not checking, I won't see it, and I quite like that. So when I'm not on my laptop, then I will choose some books to read. I am reading 2 books on my Kindle at the minute. One of them is my absolute favorite book in the whole world, called Goodbye Things. I think this is the 4th or 5th time that I'm reading it now. And then I've got another one that I'm reading, which is called Stuffocation. Then I am a little bit of a way in this book, Christmas Stocking Murders, which is absolutely hilarious, but I'm taking too long to read it, but I kind of like that because I feel like I'm savoring it. And then I want to start reading this as well, The Series of Unfortunate Events. This is the book 8, and I really want to read this. And it's a quick read as well, so I'll probably try to read some of it today, but who knows. And yeah, I'll read this before bed as well, and I'll try to read a verse, and I'll try to read a chapter of Psalm before I go to bed as well. What I would suggest for you, if you want to do your own version of 75 Hard, is to make your own little list of things that you like to do. So I kind of use it as like a habit tracker, and so I'm not strict with myself on it, but if I complete it all, then I feel super happy. And then I'll write like a little note to myself, like I completed everything today, well done, like a little kind of motivation sort of thing. And I am actually sticking them all into my morning pages journal. So yeah, they're all in here. After every day I'll just glue it in so I can keep track. And it's just really fun to see my improvement and see how consistent I am at certain things and what sort of areas that I need to put a little bit more work into. So if this is something that you would like to do as well, like have your own sort of habit tracker, then I would suggest making your own like 75 Hard kind of thing and just organizing it like that. I don't have a bullet journal, that's not my thing, so I guess this is why I'm using this as an excuse to do it like this, and to just have some sense of like achievement once it's completed, that like, yeah, I did that and I kept up with the things that I wanted to keep up with for all of this time. It's just a nice thing to do, and I think once it's completed I'll probably create like another one of these, except I won't call it 75 Hard. I'll just have like a list of habits and goals that I want to achieve for each day and do it like that, because I feel like tracking it like this has been really helping me to keep me disciplined. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do try making your own habit tracker, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.